1. An overview of Photoshop and the workspace. Let's open up Photoshop. You'll see something similar to what I have on the screen. I'm using Photoshop CS6 on a Windows 7 platform. In case you have a previous version of Photoshop, or you're using a Mac, don't worry, since everything is mostly the same. Go to File, New, and select Web from the preset dropdown. Notice the resolution is 72 pixels per inch, which is the web standard, as is the RGB color mode. The width and height are the only things you may need to adjust. The other options don't interest you at this point, so just hit OK. This is your work area, and you should get accustomed to it. Your tools sit on the left side, and you have a bunch of panels on the right side. The white area that appeared is called the canvas. You may notice that my workspace looks different than yours. This is because I customize it, and that's our next step. I'll change my workspace to Essentials so we can adjust it together. In the top right, we have the Colors and Swatches panel. Click this little icon in the top right and hit Close Tab Group. Adjustments and Styles panel, do the same thing. Close Tab Group. On the left, in case your tools occupy two columns, just hit this icon here and it will switch between states. Now let's open up some panels. Go to Window and select Character. We will use this for text. Just in case you detach any panel by mistake, move it back into place and look for a blue line. That means it will stick. Then go to Window and select Brush. That's going to add our small side menu. The first icon here is the History panel. Press it and drag the panel to expand it. This is like a time machine. If you make a mistake, like delete a layer by accident, just open up this panel and go back in time. Now press Ctrl-R and rulers will appear. After that, go to View, Show, Smart Guides. These are great because they help you position objects precisely. More on that later. In case you want to resize your canvas, go to Image and select Canvas Size. Use the arrows to decide from which part of the canvas Photoshop should add or delete pixels. Leave it as is, and Photoshop will add or subtract from each side. CS6 has by default a darker color scheme. If you want a lighter one like mine, go to Edit, Preferences, Interface, and choose the one you like. The layers on the right panel should have small thumbnails. Right-click on the left side of them to choose the size. Let's save the workspace. Go to the top right and press New Workspace. Now enter a name and we're done. This project is empty, but still, let's see how we would save it. First, we'll go to File, then Save As. Here we will choose a file name and the format should be .psd. After you've saved once, constantly hit Ctrl-S to save again. In case you want to save your creation in order to share it with everybody, go to Save for Web. What interests you here is the file format, the quality, and make sure you have Convert to sRGB unchecked.